Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video of Marvel Contest of Champions. Today is going to be another path on 7.4.6. This is going to be with ebb and flow, knockdown, persistent pressure, power access and power focused, and also with buff synthesis, fury and precision. This path is going to start with Silver Centurion, it's going to end with APOC, and the boss is going to be a Kang with slipstream, fury and armor up node on him. Now before we jump into the path, let's discuss the nodes very quick. So ebb and flow knockdown, the defender will take 60% less damage. There will be a protection on him unless you knock him down. Once you knock him down for 12 seconds, you will get extra 40% damage and you will do 100% damage to him. Also, persistent pressure is that defenders' unstoppable effects also make them stun immune, and every 15 seconds a defender will go for unstoppable 5 seconds. Now you can reduce this by 0.50 seconds if you have prowess buff on your champion, and to help with that there is a node buff synthesis, fury and precision, so all the fury champions can just dex the opponent and get a prowess on them, so that will help. You need 10 of those to really mitigate the unstoppable. Power axis, you will gain 60% more power until you are at 2 bars of power, and then minus 60% more than 2, and same goes for the defender with power focus 2. Now for the masteries, I am not running any suicides for 7.4. If you want to run, it's up to you. It's doable, but I like not to run suicides, especially for the Kang fight. So my setup is going to be a non-suicide one that is front of the screen. So let's jump into the path. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on the video. All of that helps me out a lot. Now the first fight is going to be against the Silver Centurion. Now there are quite a few different ways you can do this fight. I like bringing in Magneto for a couple of reasons. First, Silver Centurion is a metal champion, so he will be magnetized. More often than not, I don't have to worry about the unstoppable. Secondly, Magneto has easy access to prowesses. Once I have 10 prowesses, I don't have to worry about the unstoppable at all. And also Silver Centurion special attacks have quite a lot of block damage, but because he is magnetized, the block damage does not really hurt Magneto, so Magneto is a really good counter here. You can also use champions like Corvus, you can also use Medusa, any champion that has easy access to furies. Once you have those furies, you can dex the opponent and convert them into your prowesses, and once you have prowesses, persistent pressure does not work and you can easily finish off the fight with a few specials. Now remember, if you create prowesses with the buff synthesis node, those are permanent, they do not go away, so you can just spam your specials after creating 10 of those prowesses. So I hope this helps, guys. Next defender is going to be a Nightcrawler. The sooner you switch him, the better. I was lucky to get an early switch there, so now it's a pretty easy, straightforward fight. All I'm trying to do is to try to get a fury on myself, and as soon as I get a fury, I will stay back and try to convert it into a prowess by swiping back. So just there, I'm gonna slowly try to get a fury on me. SP1, SP2, I will bait it out from him. It's easier to evade with him. So right there I have a fury. I'm gonna swipe back and get it converted into a prowess, and just like that I will play slow and get at least 10 of those prowesses, so I don't have to worry about unstoppable anymore. And by that time my damage will be ramped up as well, and my special will do a lot of damage as well, so all of them will work. Now you can use any champion here. Corvus will work amazingly here because he will get 2 charges from this fight, one from the mutant, one from the evade, and secondly you will get SP2 very fast, so you can also use Corvus. Archangel is also another good example. Once you have 5 of those neurotoxins, you don't have to worry about the unstoppable, you can run away from them. Same goes with King Groot and also Medusa and Hyperion. Any champion that can get furies, you can convert 10 of them, and rest of the fights becomes super easy. The best way to do this part is to bring in champions like that, or there are some other champions that I mentioned at the start of the video. Make sure to check that infographic out. So I hope this helps, guys. I'll see you on the next fight. Now the next defender is going to be a Guardian, who's going to be a very annoying defender because apart from persistent pressure, he's also going to have his armor up and all the immunities with that, so he can be very annoying. So make sure when you're doing your team selection, bring a champion that has that armor break. I had Captain America Infinity War, I also had Magneto, and also there was a Hyperion and Angela. All of them could armor break, so but I went with Captain America Infinity War because there's easy access to armor break, and Captain America Infinity War can remove that unstoppable as well if he is kinetically charged. So you will see that I've used him, and also all the special ones I've been blocking, so that give me all the kinetic charges on me. So Captain America Infinity War is a good choice for this fight. If not, you can always bring in and use a Corvus, and you can also use a Medusa. All of these champions work as well. Another good one is going to be a Venom, because with a heavy attack he can armor break. With an SP1 he can eat up the armor as well, any different buffs that are there. So these are some good options I can use against him. And that's about it, guys. A little patient fight. Try to bring a tanky champion, that would be better, so you can tank the SP1s and SP2s. And that's about it, guys. You can bring him down. The next defender is going to be a Rogue. Now she is a bit annoying in a way that she removes your stuns and all of your debuffs that you apply on her very quickly. So there are two ways to deal with her. One is to bring in a tanky champion, let her throw a heavy, and then you can retaliate back. What I like to do, I like to bring a champion with Fury, so I can convert at least 10 of those Furies into persistent charges, into prowesses. So then I don't have to worry about the unstoppable. I just have to focus on pushing her to an SP1 and SP2. Both of them are easily evadable, or I can even block her and she can throw a heavy, I can retaliate. So bring a Fury champion so you don't have to worry about the unstoppable. Convert 10 Furies into prowesses, and then it's a very simple rogue fight, nothing too difficult. And because of all of those prowesses on you, your special attacks will do a lot of damage. Keep throwing those SP2s. If you can bring in a synergy with Odin and Angela, that works really well also here. So again, depending on what champion you bring in, this fight can be annoying or can be good. Fury champions that can convert their Furies into prowesses will be the best way to go here. So what's one less thing to worry about when you're fighting Rogue. Next up is going to be Ironman Infinity War. Now he is also annoying defender with all of his attacks, non-contact attacks that cannot be parried. But you need to learn the reparry technique, or if you're not good with that, you can go and parry in the corner. I call it the corner parry technique. A lot of you have seen it on the 6.34 video. So when I take him out as a boss with Magneto. So the same thing, if you're not comfortable with the parry technique, just go in a corner and do the reparry. But remember, the persistent pressure will not be there, because the unstoppable will be taken away, because an Iron Man Infinity War will be magnetized. So slowly build up to an SP3. Remember, you are having power focus here, power focus node here, and power access 2 here. So your 2 bars of power will come very quick. The 3rd bar of power will take time. You will have to do more hits than necessary to go to an SP3, but be patient. Once you get there, have your 40 prowesses, throw them, and Iron Man Infinity War will die. Other options that can work really well, a really good option here is Angela, because Angela cannot be auto blocked and she can also parry non-contact attacks, so she is very good for Iron Man Infinity War. Same goes with other Mystic champions as well. Mostly that can work good here. Anybody with Furies will work here. Just convert those Furies into prowesses by dexing back and creating prowesses by buff synthesis, and that's about it. Would be a simple, straightforward fight. Now, Apocalypse is going to be a very annoying fight. I would highly suggest you do not bring in a mutant champion, otherwise he will start with 4 charges and it will become very hard for you to take him down. Bring a champion that can have Furies and convert all of those Furies into persistent prowesses by dexing back. So I am using a Hyperion here. All I'm trying to do is to block the SP1 and get as many Furies I can with the heavy attack, and then I will swipe back to convert at least 10 prowesses. Once I have 10 prowesses, I don't have to worry about the unstoppable from persistent pressure. So no unstoppable, no unblockable, then the fight becomes easy. And by that time I can just spam my special 2s, and once I do spam my special 2s, because of extra damage of prowesses, I will be able to take him down quick. So you can do the same with other champions. Just make sure that the little build up will be required to get those 10 prowesses. Once you have them, you can just spam your specials and kill him off. Not a simple fight, it's going to be a bit difficult, but hang in there. I'm sure you can get it done with the right champion. Now, before we jump on to the Kang fight, this is a quick infographic on what you're going to expect. So, the main things you need to know: slipstream charges, how you're going to get them with after a parry, a heavy attack, intercept, or special attack. And also, you do not want to use the same kind of slipstream opening twice in a row. So if you use parry before, do not use them again. And if you want a more detailed video, you can just go on YouTube and write 7.4.6 Kang and MCOC noob, and there will be a video that with easy path that will explain him in more detail. Here I am just brought in a human torch, and I'm just going to discuss phase 1 here. So the rotation I like to do is, first one I'd like to parry and use that as a slipstream charge. Second one, I would bait out a heavy attack and do that, and then I would try to hit him in his block. If he tries to attack me, I will get an intercept that will help me. If not, I push him to a 1 bar of power, and then I evade the SP1 to get the charges. By that time, again the stun and is reset, because I cannot use the same slipstream charges twice in a row, so that also helps. Alternatively, you can keep it very simple. You can, for phase 1, you can just parry and get a slipstream charge for there. Then you can keep blocking, let him come into your block and throw a heavy attack, and you can retaliate that and get a slipstream charge for that. Then you can go back to parry, then you can go back to heavy. So you can keep alternating them, and whenever he gets an SP1, you can evade that and keep the evading of specials to a minimum, and that can help you get to phase 1 very easy. Pretty straightforward phase 1. Because I'm using a human torch, I'm getting all of those smolders from those beams that Kang is throwing through slipstream, and that is helping me put all of those smolder up very fast, and I can get through phase 1 and phase 2 very quickly. Other champions that can work are champions with buffs and debuffs. So somebody like Odin with his pre-fight synergy will work really well. Venom is a good one here also, also your Venom pool will be a good option. Also, Silver Surfer is a good one. Silver Surfer is good because he has his own buffs and he can apply debuffs as well. And of course, you always have Ultron, and you also have your Hercules. So all of these champions work well here. Now, moving into the second phase, again I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna just go with the parry, and then I'm just gonna bait a heavy attack, and I'm gonna keep going back and forth in those two slipstreams. I don't need to intercept, I don't need to take extra damage, I can play safe. And when intercepting those, when parry and heavy, I have done enough of those, then he will have an SP1, and he can throw an SP1 on his accord, and I can evade that. So for the first two phases, I don't even have to worry about intercepts. So I would suggest you do the same. First get the parry slipstream, then get the heavy, then go again to parry, and just stay between the two. And when he gets 1 bar of power, just bait out an SP1, and you should be getting to 10 slipstreams in no time at all, and you should be able to bring him down in phase 1 and phase 2 easily. Now the fun really starts in phase 3, because here you cannot repeat the last two actions that you have done. So now intercept comes into play as well. So my suggested way that I do slipstream openings is, first I take a parry and take a slipstream for that. Then I keep blocking and let him throw a heavy attack, and then I retaliate, return that and get a slipstream, and then I try to go in and hit him in with his block. One of two things happens. I will be able to hit him in a block and push him to an SP1, and he will throw an SP1. I will bait that. Or second, he will try to charge me and I will be able to get an intercept, and once I do get an intercept, I will be able to get another slipstream charge, and by that time the two parry and also heavy can be returned, and you can repeat the same process. So again, use a parry, then get the heavy out, then try to intercept, and then SP1, and then you can repeat that twice in a row, and then you should be having 10 charges, and phase 3 will be a breeze. As you see, as I'm using human torch right now, I have 40 smolder, so this phase is super duper quick. Now generally by phase 4 everything is going well. I really enjoy it if I get one champion then get me through the 3 phases, because phase 4 it gets really interesting, because whenever you will go for a slipstream charge, he will change the timing, either fast forward, regular, or super slow motion. So you have to dex back in the same way. Also his SP1 also changes, so either he will throw a SP1 that is either fast forward just like that, will be quickened up, or at regular speed like the normal one, or super slow motion. So you have to play according to that. One thing, when he throws SP1 in fast forward mode, I like to block the first 2 hits and then dex the last one, so I can go back in and get the slipstream charge. So that should help you out, just like that. And yeah, that's about it. Slowly build up. If you lose a champion here, don't worry, all the slipstream charges you get are carried over into the next fight. So even if you're human torch or your first champion, you're doing really well with dice, you can bring in the next one and repeat the same, and you should be able to get those 10 slipstream charges and go back attacking into him. The only difference on this phase is that now you will get extra 30% damage on Kang in wounded state whenever there is a non-damaging debuff applied on him, for all the damaging and non-damaging debuff applied on him. So try to bring in the champion that can apply quite a lot of debuffs, and that should be it. I brought in a Hyperion here and I used his SP1s to apply the debuffs, and that worked out really well, and I was able to bring him down. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and this helps you out. Next one is going to be a paradox charge path, so stay tuned for that, guys. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll love to answer questions and help you out. And thank you very much for all the support and love. We just hit 30,000 subscribers. We'll do a crystal opening video of completion of 7.4 and a 30,000 celebration, so stay tuned for that. And apart from that, guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.